Welcome back, friends, to Men's NJCAA Baseball here at Louisburg College. Louisburg Sports Network presenting live coverage of Hurricanes baseball from behind the backstop. Angel Moreno, Brennan Kaiser, and Danny Babb in the booth with me. I'm Bill Martone. The 33rd game of a scheduled 47-game series and season. This is the second game on this Good Friday of April as Henry Good going to get the start for Game 2 here in the Berg as the Hurricanes and the Patriots matching up for the second time this afternoon. Pitcher and batter are ready, and the first pitch just beneath the strike zone. We are underway for Game 2.
Leadoff batter Bryson Redmond digging in for the Patriots. Ground ball to Graham White. 2-pitch out for Henry Good. Good start to the game for the Hurricanes.
So quick, I couldn't even switch the camera. Redmond, the left fielder, led off in the first game. If you were on board flying the Louisburg Sports Network Airlines with us, you should have your own box score at home. I don't know that our radar gun is online yet down there. Here we go. Now I'm starting to see it. I don't know that we're going to catch a connection, though, this far away. Guess you have to be in close proximity. Oh, well, flying without radar today. We'll do our best to land you safely.
It's going to be a fly ball to left field's carrying to the track. I think we got a guy named Maurice out there in left field.
Little speck in the upper left quadrant of your screen there on the wideout.
Let's kind of keep this progression rolling. 2 pitches, 1 out. 2 more pitches, second out. Number 36, Josh Hall Jr. digging in for the Patriots. Got a quick equipment adjustment for Cliff Almeida on the earpiece from Coach Myers. So we kind of break away from your camera view right now.
We were saying during the break, really hope Cliff Almeida gets an opportunity for an ice bath between games.
My man took some shots, hit by pitch twice, and several defensive plays behind the plate, blocking balls. He's a little battered and bruised, a little worse for the wear, but Cliff's a tough kid. He'll hang in there. Ball's barreled to right field. Just foul. High heat from Henry Good getting the swing and miss chase. Good ahead now on the count, 1-2 with 2 outs. Just a bit outside. Good location. Canes dugout voicing their displeasure there for that call. Ooh. Just a little high for the umpire's liking there. We got a full count on the third batter and the payoff pitch forthcoming from Henry Good.
Alan Alford behind the plate. Justin Edwards out in the infield. Check swing bunt. And a 1-2-3 inning.
good 10-pitch inning for Henry Good. Good starting. Great start for Hank. Attaboy.
Lineup for the Hurricanes here in Game 2 of a 3-game set. Leading off, Graham White, followed by Brady Paul and Connor Wright in the top 3 spots. Jay Stunn, Peyton Shipman, and Stephen Lawrence in the middle third, with Cliff Almedo, Cam Wilson, and Reese File rounding out the order for the Hurricanes here. Game 2 out of 3. We got a doubleheader today, followed by a matinee tomorrow on a Saturday. Thanks to the Easter holiday weekend, you get to enjoy Hurricanes baseball on Good Friday and Saturday. Danny Babb and myself, Bill Martone, bringing you live action this afternoon.
Number 15, Carson Daniel, warming up for the Patriots on the season, coming into today's game with an 11.16 ERA with 25 innings pitched, giving up 39 hits with 16 strikeouts and 16 walks. We'll look to keep these Hurricanes bats rolling. See if we can put up some early runs, put up a couple of crooked numbers for you. Sit back and enjoy the action. Happy Good Friday to everyone. Thanks for joining us as we get underway for the home half of the first for the Hurricanes.
Just realized, Danny, I got a scoreboard issue I got to get corrected. Whoopsies. I know you'll be able to carry the stream while I get this taken care of.
Everybody informed here. As Graham White settles in. Looks at strike one from the offering from Daniel. Graham comes into today's action with a season batting average just south of 350. Great contact hitter. Right on the ball, foul tip, 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and Graham White goes down on strikes with 3 pitches. Bringing up our center fielder, number 16, Brady Paul. I think the maestro Martone in the first game gave a new nickname of Touch 'em All Paul on the Little League home run earned in the first game of this twin doubleheader.
Soft flop to second, 4-3. Kind of had that floppy look to it, right?
Just caught the top third of the ball, drove it right into the ground. Lazy ground ball to second base.
I think I'm getting that from Dave Portnoy with the pizza reviews. Looks for the undercarriage, and if it just flops over, he immediately starts deducting points.
There's a hot shot to third, caught there. That's a 5-pitch inning for Patrick and Henry. Good pitcher's duel so far. 15 total pitches in 1 inning of play.
0-0 after 1 here at Frazier Field in Game 2. Henry Good did real good. Starting off with a 1-2-3 inning of his own. Going to face DePriest, Howell, and Davenport here to start the top of the second inning. The spring pollen is getting the better of two middle-agers here in the booth.
I appreciate that compliment of being considered middle-aged. That was very, very kind of you, sir.
Well, I wasn't calling a call as geriatric yet.
Well, I did get my AARP card in the mail, so we got a foul ball off the umpire there. As Cliff's going to walk this back out to the mound as we check on Allen. It's always scary when the umpire takes a foul ball right to the helmet.
Yeah, I've seen some that, I don't want to say have been comical because they've really been uncomfortable and uncomfortable to watch.
Allen wore that one like a champ. He even walked the ball out to the mound himself for the breather. Didn't give the ball up to Cliff. Attaboy. Wonderful breaking ball by Henry Good on the inner third of the plate. Catch him looking. Great pitch sequence there. Fastball, curveball, and inside.
First strikeout for Henry Good. 14 pitches through 4 batters.
As Dylan Howell comes into the plate for the Patriots. Faces a heater from Good for strike 1. Good to see Henry getting ahead on these batters. Pitch for a long time, pitching ahead. That's 2.
Yeah, we keep losing our radar connection. It's there and then it's not.
Again, Henry's pitching downhill here with a 1-2 count in favor of the Hurricanes. There's another punch out, swing and miss. Well done, Hank, well done.
2 back-to-back Ks for Henry Good.
Henry starts off with another strike facing Brady Davenport. Attaboy. Off-speed pitch there. Not to be redundant, but Good again facing a 1-2 count. A little high heat, just a little outside. Great location. Didn't get him to chase. Setting him up for the payoff pitch here. Weak chopper to just out of the reach of the third baseman here, out of the camera view. Attaboy. Can I help you, sir? No, thank you. Just looking. Well done, Hank.
Henry Good and the Hurricanes back into the dugout after another 1-2-3 inning. No score yet as we're in the home half of the second here in Game 2. Jace Dunn in the box for the first time today.
Checks a fastball inside. We welcome some of our patrons back that took a break and hiatus after game one. Everybody's settling back in here at Frazier Field. The ball is pasted by Jace Dunn. We're going to take a look at that. And in the immortal words of Darryl Hall and John Oates, Bill, she gone.
McEnany went to the wall and stared at it as it went into the woods. Jace Dunn gets it done with a home run to deep center field.
Attaboy, JD. That was a absolute no-doubter. We're going to hear today's first boom from the Hurricanes as Ryan Hartley leads the cheer from the Hurricanes dugout to come out to Jace Dunn. Is that number 11 or 12 for Jace on the year, boys?
A lot. Shipman with the check swing called strike. 1-1 count, no outs, and a run scored on a solo home run. If you just tuned in and missed it, that was Jace Dunn.
I just got word from Nassaville that ball finally has landed out there in center field. That was absolutely a missile.
You sure the astronauts on Artemis 2 didn't catch it?
Absolutely. That ball, I don't mean to rub any salt in the wound of anybody on the Patrick and Henry side, but you just got to tip your hat. Sometimes the bat is just a little bit better than the pitcher, and that was the case there.
2-1.
A little high on the off-speed offering. Got a full count on, I'll try to get the name correct this game, Peyton. I apologize, Peyton Shipman. Batting in the 5-hole this game. In the payoff pitch. Going to be a ground ball through the 5.5 hole over there. Bats are warming up for the Canes. It does not bid well for the Patriots.
5.5 hole. I'll put that one in the book for use next time when you're not here.
That's the old Tony Gwynn hole. The man batted .350 almost for his career. Lefty, took it backside every time, just lived between short and third. Now we got Steve Lawrence, a shortstop, looking to stay hot with the bat.
Well, now you know where the top of the strike zone is.
Yeah, Alan, we'll just respectfully agree to disagree there, buddy. I don't doubt my man very much. He is a great umpire. We're just going to see that one a little differently.
Of course, Alan Alford behind the plate gets the last call wearing the black, though referred to as blue. Hey, Danny, for once, I caught the pickoff move on live TV.
Good on you. With the amount of cameras and I'm guilty of being a fanboy and watching action instead of doing what I'm instructed to do. Pick off over at first, back pick, dug out of the dirt there. I think we can keep that camera shot stationary. We've gone for 3 pickoff moves in a row here. Say hello to Steve's parents in Pittsburgh, PA. Mr. Bill, Miss Trudy, give my love to Rocky and Brandy.
Runner goes, throw down.
He's in there cleanly. Got a good hitter's account with a 2-1 count with a runner in scoring position. Look to put another run on the scoreboard for your Canes. Wouldn't be surprised to see another bunt situation here.
You know, I usually not a fan of the wind, but makes me think there's a breeze coming in the window right now.
I'm For those at home that can't see this big guy in the booth, I'm a little heavy-footed and big around the middle, so I tend to breathe heavy. When I hear this, that's a barrel to left field.
That's going to go in the gap.
Yes, sir. That's going to one-hop the wall. Stevie will go in with a stand-up double. Peyton Shipman scores. We're going to see a celebration at second base with Steve. Gotta love that kid. Just got to pull for him.
So Shipman and Lawrence exchange places out at second base as Stephen Lawrence RBIs Peyton Shipman across the plate.
And our batting machine, Cliff Almeida, digs in here. Up, we got a break in the action. We got a mound visit from coaching personnel from Patrick Henry. I don't know if we'll see a change this early in the game, but definitely just a coaching moment to calm his pitcher down.
Have to get one of those big parabolic dish microphones like they have on the sidelines of the NFL.
Yep. Yeah, I keep hearing that wind noise, and I'm thinking, God, am I breathing that loud? But I'll tell you, Bill, I'll take 88 degrees with the breeze blowing any day over the 38 and 42-degree days we've had to sit through earlier in the year. This is baseball weather.
Cliff Almeida stepping in for the first trip of the second.
The ball hit hard, and it's going to burn the left fielder. Took a step in. We might see another trading places moment. Cliff goes in with a stand-up double as Lawrence scores. It's a double fast all of a sudden for the boys in white.
Lawrence across the plate as Almeida doubles. 2 back-to-back doubles and RBIs with Cam Wilson.
Affectionately known as Sammy from the boys in white. See if we can replicate another double. We got a lot of action scurrying in the Patriots bullpen on the third base side.
Where does that nickname come from?
I don't know. Kaiser and Angel had to enlighten us as to why everybody calls him Sammy. Is it a middle name? Middle name is Samuel. So the boys are, I hear Sammy a lot, and I know the name is Camden, but kind of assume that would be Sammy or Samuel in that middle name.
Wilson in game 1 showed us one of his prime examples of check swings where he kind of lets the trigger go halfway and holds the bat back. Well, he did about a third of that right there. Just a flinch that you can detect in Cam Wilson.
You see a definite difference in the pitching in the second inning. Both pitchers in the first 1.5 innings of play, all the pitchers are ahead. Now Patrick Henry's pitchers pitching from behind the last 3 or 4 batters, having to leave the ball hanging over the middle of the plate. And the Canes bats are really warming up and hitting some doubles and sending one out of the park.
Carson Daniel at 20 pitches. There's a right-handed arm warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, he certainly went through that first inning, only 5 pitches, really wasn't tested, and then 3-pitch strikeout, and then 2 consecutive groundouts with first pitch swings, but he's really being tested. His back's against the wall now.
Yeah,
Cam
not
Wilson's
quite a
really
shellacking, but he's definitely getting worked up a little by the Hurricanes.
Yep, absolutely, and that's kind of the motive here is get into a bullpen, make them use 4 or 5 pitchers as we did in game 1. Makes tomorrow's contest a very big challenge going through a team's bullpen, especially early in the second or third inning. Good take there. And we got a hit by pitch there on the elbow guard.
So Cam Wilson down to first while Cliff Almeida is out at second. Again, a quick recap if you're just joining us and you didn't catch since the beginning of the bottom of the second inning. Dunn led off with a solo home run. Shipman singled. Lawrence behind him doubled and RBI'd Shipman in. And then Almeida with an RBI double of his own.
Double of his own, absolutely.
Fly ball right field. Under it is DePriest.
Good.
Almeida jukes the tag and gets DePriest to fire one.
At least make him commit and throw the ball and look at a throwing error that might go into the dugout and get that extra bag. As Graham White digs in now. The runner in scoring position, one out.
Pollen's got me coughing, the nose running, all sorts of fun going on here as we're in game 2. One out, runners first and second. Ooh, I almost thought I was going to catch that one. Cam Wilson with the soft trot back to first with Coach Shane Bogley. Cliff Almeida out at second. The 2-0-2 rather. Fly ball. Shallow center field. McEnany under it. Almeida again with the fake tag. And he retreats back to second.
Our center fielder, Brady Paul, number 16, digs in for his second at bat of the day, or second at bat of this game, I should say. Looking to do a little damage here with 2 outs. Going to put the announcer's jinx on him here, Bill, and predict a double to the right field gap.
2 out, 2 on, and 0-1 count to Brady Paul.
Good take on an outside fastball.
Andrevet, the catcher, across the outfield for the Patriots. Redmond, McEnany, and DePriest. From third to first, Hall, Helms, Copeland, and Davenport. The 1-1. High fly ball, center
the
field,
right field
DePriest.
Just not going to be a double. Good inning there for the Hurricanes, scratching 3 across in the home half of the second.
Three runs in the bottom of the second for the Hurricanes with a few runners left on as Brady Paul flies out to right field for the third out. Connor Wright, Jay Stun, and Peyton Shipman due up for the Hurricanes in the bottom of 3, but we head to the top here at Frazier Field. We'll be right back. Henry Good and the Hurricanes back on defense. First pitch to the catcher, Andrevet. Not quite in the strike zone. Andrevet, a DH in game 1.
Taking over the catching duties for the Patriots in game 2.
Had a couple of strikeouts, a ground out, reached on an error. And biggest production was a single. Flared into left. Reese File on the run over his shoulder. Not going to get to it.
One hop on the fence there. Good relay in, but not going to be in time for the sliding double.
So Andrevet starts off the third with a flaring base hit, double to left field, opposite for the left-hander. How many ways can I describe that confusingly for our audience?
Jessen Copeland, number 39, digging in now for the Patriots. As Henry gives up his first little blip of the ball game.
Copeland with a couple of strikeouts, one looking, one swinging in game 1, and a walk. A fly out, a couple of fly outs, basically a single. 1 for 6 on game 1. Nice breaking ball, swing and a miss, maybe a bit of a cutter.
Henry falls behind 2-1 in the count. Oh boy, comes firing back to even the count at deuces.
There's Andrevet on second. Some weird activity out of our radar. Left field fly ball on the run. Reese File
Great catch by Reese there. Covered a lot of ground there from left to the.
Didn't matter whether that was fair or foul. He caught it. I think it came down in fair in his glove, and he just caught, carried into foul territory.
Having another meeting of the mind with our field officials here around the mound. Not quite sure what the discussion is at this point.
Just checking in on each other, make sure, how you doing. Are you feeling a little dehydrated or not? It's kind of getting warm out here. Yeah, we're having a hard time keeping our connection to our radar.
Swing and a miss there by Brennan Helms.
Shortstop was started in game 1.
Came up a little hobbling on a Grounder to the hole toward left field, stepped kind of wrong, rolled the right foot, was substituted for in the latter part of game one.
Another flare into left field. Reese File camping under it.
We got a guy named Reese out there with a glove and some ability. He's getting a workout today in left field in game two here. I think we're back to the top of our lineup with leadoff man, Mr. Bryson Redmond.
Redmond with a couple of singles on 6 appearances in game one.
Great pitch by Henry. Foul ball off the bat of Redmond there to make it a 3-2 count. As Bill is working to get our radar equipment reconnected to give you some accurate readings at home on the YouTube display.
Yeah, it does not want to cooperate on game two here. We got the gun down in the stands, but it just keeps disconnecting on us. So probably have to scrap it. Apologies. If you want to know more, you'll have to.
There's a third lazy fly ball to Reese File in the inning. It's a great inning for Reese File and a great inning for Henry Good. Yeah, I think we had a velo on that pitch, a 37.3 on the reading. I think we're a little off.
Yep. Absolutely were. So we're going to scrap that for the rest of the broadcast. And if you need to know velos for the scouts that are following along on Henry Good, check in with Coach Bryce Myers and Shane Bogley. They'll be glad to give you all the stats on him for this game. For now, though, we'll just leave it off. Hurricanes up by 3 as we go to the home half of the third inning here on the Louisburg Sports Network. We'll be right back. Carson Daniel on the bump again for the Patriots.
Connor Wright digs in, our designated hitter for the Hurricanes, batting third in this lineup for game 2. See if we can get a level swing here, and we don't have a home plate umpire yet. And looks like our pitcher was going through the windup, didn't realize we did not have an official behind home plate.
Chris Outlaw, the athletic department's athletic trainer, and I was hoping to get him in for an interview at some point this season. Oh my, look at that. But probably a little dehydrated. I was joking earlier, but based on the look of this conversation and the bottle of water in his hand, I think he might be seeing a little bit of stars. You got to scrap the skull cap and kind of let his dome
breathe a little there.
Breathe, yeah. It's
I don't know if he's still wearing the effects of that foul ball to the face earlier, though. That might just...
Yeah, he might have taken a good shot there. You easily get a concussion, as catchers know that just as well.
Yeah, Chris is actually going through the signs now with the fingers
concussion
and
protocol.
Yeah.
So hopefully the best for Alan Alford. He is a steady part of the officiating crew in this area of North Carolina, and well respected here at Louisburg College. While Carson Daniel and the catcher Andrevitt kind of kill time, as well as Connor Wright. I don't know, Danny. I didn't bring a list of non sequitur things to talk about today, did you?
No, I'm just hoping and praying that Alan's okay. Wish him health above anything over the game. And
yeah, absolutely.
He's a gamer. He's putting the helmet back on. He's ready to put in some work. Catcher's showing him some love. I think he's ready to strap back in and get at it.
First pitch to Connor Wright, fouled off, out of play. Wright leading off here in the third inning with Jace Dunn and Peyton Shipman behind him on deck and double deck. Connor's a big kid, young man, big broad shoulders, thick, right? Kind of, I don't want to call him barrel chested, but
that description definitely fits. He's just a big kid, big frame.
Yeah, and he absolutely mashes and rakes. Does not need to try.
No,
he just needs to put the barrel out there, and it's going to jump.
Sometimes every now and then you'll see the launch angle get a little vertical, and it's where he's trying to aid it. If he'll just level out those swings and let his technique and his strength do the talking, he doesn't need to help it get out of here. Good take there.
Very fast hands from Connor Wright, coming out of Heritage High School, I believe. Millbrook, that's it. Close. Stones. Sorry about that, Millbrook.
There's one hit into the visitors' bullpen, almost a little lefty warming up down there. He did not see that coming. Ball's hit right at him from the sun.
Connor Wright's in the box. You better pay attention. Carson Daniel deals a ground ball to the shortstop. 6-3.
As Jace Dunn comes in, see if we can replicate the swing from previous inning. I doubt he sees many fastballs over the heart of the plate here around belt high.
What? Why? Why not?
Catcher didn't do his pitcher any favors there. I think if he gloves that, he might have a called strike one. With a hitter like Jace Dunn, you don't want to foul behind 2-0 or even 3-0 and have to give him up something that he can extend on like that. Ground ball to third base and not fielded cleanly. Great pick over at first base. Short hop throw and gloved nicely by number 19. Well done, young man. Nalbat and Peyton Shipman coming in now.
Josh Hall Jr. playing the hot corner. Stays with it, comes up with it, and gets the 5-3.
It was an excellent pick by the first baseman, Brady Davenport, over there at first.
Peyton Shipman now in the box. That's the first offering. Sale with 2 out and nobody on. Alan Alford's going to give the check swing a called strike. I think Cam Wilson ought to put on a little what do you call it for everybody? You know, teach him how to hold back on those check swings.
Check swing practice.
Yeah, he's really good at that. I don't want to say exhibition. It's a clinic. Clinic, that's the word. Thank you. About 60 people again watching. Let us know where you're watching from. Even if you checked in the last game, just let us know you're back. The 2-1 across and away down in the dirt should bring it to 31 as a count with 2 outs and nobody on. A couple of ground balls on the left side took out Connor Wright and Jace Dunn. Now Peyton Shipman looking to get a 2-out rally going with a 3-1 count as he swings and just nips the fastball from Carson Daniel. What's on the menu for tonight, Danny? Anything?
Wherever my wife tells me we're stopping for dinner, Bill.
Payoff pitch, and it almost hit the barrel over the back of his shoulder.
As Bob Euchre would say, just a bit outside. Or inside for that matter, but I can confidently admit my wife is the boss of our house. Where she says we stop on the way home, that's where we stop.
Not to correct you, but those words, those immortal words, are actually from Harry Doyle.
Harry Doyle, correct. Harry Doyle, played by Bob Euchre.
I love his Hall of Fame speech. Euchre's, I mean, talk about just cracking up laughing.
He was hilarious.
My dad and I throwing the pigskin. I didn't know why it wasn't going anywhere because it had no air in it.
Air in the ball. Yeah, we lost an American icon with a pass and a great baseball dude.
All right, 2 out and a runner on first.
Starting to dig into the pitcher from Patrick Henry. I'm sure we're somewhere north or very close to 50 pitches at this point. Good take there.
Peyton Shipman over at first. Davenport with the little tap of the ball on the helmet of Peyton Shipmanship, just lightheartedness.
Hey, bud, I'm here.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman style.
I'm right here.
Keep it light. Keep it entertaining. The 2-0. And the runner goes.
He's going to be in there. Not a bad throw, but Peyton got a really good jump there.
So good. I missed it.
He had a really good lead and great jump. Now Steve Lawrence has got a runner in scoring position. Let's go to work. 3. Ooh.
Hey-o.
Okay, Alan. All is forgiven there.
Keeping an eye on Shipman as he's down at second.
That'll bring Cliff Almeida to the plate after the 5-pitch walk to Steve Lawrence. As we mentioned before, Cliff has been on an absolute tear and a heater with the bat this season.
Yeah,
leading the team in average. You don't really expect that so much from a catcher. That's always an added bonus when you expect power numbers from a catcher, but to be leading your team in batting average is a testament to the kid's ability.
So 2 totally different players, but I'm going to say Almeida is kind of playing with a style that we saw last year in the beginning of the season, from Teoa Costello.
Absolutely.
Just absolutely leaving, in sophomore year, leaving nothing on the table.
Absolutely. He gives it his all. Is he a perfect catcher? No. Nobody's perfect. I think he came to school as a third baseman, has been converted to a catcher. I tip my hat to him. It's a difficult position to learn or to perfect, and to take the beating that he takes and then to get hit by pitches in the earlier game. I mean, the kid's just a tough kid.
Yeah, he really is. I have yet to have an opportunity to really talk with him. I let these boys, these young men, have their privacy walking by. I don't want them to feel obligated to chat with me. I'm sure he is an excellent individual. The 0-2.
Good take there, ball in the dirt. I think the throw beat it there. The slap tag was down, but I think the tag actually hit the bag and not the runner's foot as he did a pop-up slide there. I think that's an excellent call, actually.
Now, that is a great description of exactly what happened between Cal Raleigh and Bellinger this past week.
Yep.
At second.
Perfect throw.
Right to the front of the bag, but Bellinger's foot was behind it.
Exactly.
So a tag on the bag is then out, flared off into right field. Davenport takes it in foul territory, and that's going to put an end with 2 on. No run score at the end of 3, but a 3-run lead in favor of the Hurricanes. As we go to the top of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Henry Good and the Hurricanes back on defense here in Game 2 of a doubleheader on Good Friday. Danny Babb and myself, Bill Martone, bringing you live action. And the first pitch, a called strike. This should be the center fielder, McEnany, in the box.
I believe you are correct, Bill.
A trio of FO7s ended the top of the 3rd, all out to Reese File, leaving McEnany in the on-deck circle.
Seem to have some reconnectivity for the radar gun at the moment. That 84-mile-an-hour fastball in the dirt there. We're trying to get a reliable reading for you guys viewing from the YouTube display. Got a lazy fly ball to right field. Should be a can of corn for Peyton Shipman there in right for the first out of the inning.
Stepped outside for a minute. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
A little bit of wind in the air. Henry Good at 3 1/3 inning has 3 strikeouts, no walks, and 46 pitches. And he's just through 10 batters.
Just like the previous inning, starting ahead of batters, throwing downhill versus facing an uphill struggle, getting ahead on all the batters. Got a discussion with Allen and Patrick and Henry dugout. I'm going to give a verbal warning over there for some abuse aimed his way for some low strike calls, I believe, that I could hear.
You know, I feel like I'm a stalker with this camera zooming in on folks when they're having conversation, but, you know, they're on the field of play, so all is fair. At least we don't have a microphone on them, but Alan Alford not going to take any nonsense from either side. He is a even Steven, going to call it like it is, and if you don't like the way he calls it, well, then you can submit an application of your own. I do give a lot of respect to the umpires because it's a dying breed. We need more of them. I don't want ABS.
No, it's a thankless job. I mean, I've been guilty myself of umpire abuse, condescending comments toward them when I think they've been wrong in my coaching days. I don't want to put on the helmet and do what Alan's doing myself. It's just like people that criticize your kid's travel coach or middle school or high school coach. If you can do a better job, please pick up a clipboard, come and join me. Practice starts at 3:30 every day.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. We are in the top of the 4th inning out of 7 here in Game 2 of a 3-game set.
Great pitch there. Brings a full count.
About a 10-mile-an-hour steady breeze out there right now.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Sounds like we got the window of the cockpit open here
at Louisburg Airlines.
The 1-2 just misses. That should have been a 3 more than 1-2 on the scoreboard in the stadium. I have to talk to that automated scoreboard.
That's the first free pass for Henry Good of the day. We hope they're limited to just that. The right fielder, number 25, digging in now.
I owe an apology to Mr. Kaiser. Oh, fly ball.
That's
shallow left field, oncoming Reese File. He can't
lost it in the sun.
Keep up with it. The
Tough
wind
right there.
actually kind of holding it up, and he just kept tracking in and in and in. I don't know if it was the right ball for Stephen Lawrence either, but
it's one of those things. It's just kind of it's a tough spot. I mean, you can't really record an error there. The ball wasn't touched.
No.
I mean, it's just
kind of Bermuda Triangle.
a lot of ground to cover for Reese on a pop-up running dead into the sun. You got Steve running with his back to the ball. It's just kind of one of those.
You can see over the back of Henry Good, that was where the ball fell in out in the outfield. And Reese File, terrific effort streaming in from left field, but straight into the setting sun. First and second, 1 out. Hard hit. Brady Paul to the track.
We
comes
got a guy
under
named Brady out there.
And a long throw into
see a
third.
cutoff there to not allow that runner to go. There we go.
Cam Wilson plays it smart, and he gets to the ball instead of letting it get to him before.
Not allowing the runner to advance from first to second on the tag on the ball that wasn't cut.
Yep,
great
absolutely.
heads-up play.
First and second, 2 outs. Pickoff not in time. Guess we could afford to give the viewers at home that kind of shot of second, or rather of first for a little bit, but fly ball, center field. Brady Paul coming on. Basket catch, and he makes it look easy.
Obviously, that wind's playing a little tricks out there because two lazy fly balls started drifting back toward the infield. Great play by Brady Paul.
Brady Paul runs it in all the way from center field. 2 left on as we go to the home half of 4. The Louisburg Sports Network. You're watching Hurricanes baseball. We'll be right back. Patriots lead here in game 2. And we got a new reliever on the mound, Josh Dimple. Number 11, Josh Dimple for the Patriots. Dimple with a 13.5 .37 opposing batting average.
Thanks there, Bill. Caught me slipping, not paying attention to the stat sheet.
Yeah, you got to look out for the ice. It comes quick.
Well, I was ordering some food from Brendan Kaiser, who refuses to go downstairs and get me anything to eat. That's all right.
Not the Uncrustables.
We'll have a conversation for another time off mic. I thought his stock was pretty at an all-time high. I was selling him high now.
Well, I'm going to owe your wife, Lori, a thank you for the Quest Bar and the Jack Link's beef jerky.
New
right up my aisle.
New sponsorships here at Louisburg. We're sponsored by Uncrustables and Jack Link's beef jerky as Sammy Wilson takes one on the forearm wrist area. Hope he's okay.
Wilson, the number 8 batter in the lineup today with Reese File behind him coming up. Commensurary get undressed as you go down to first.
I was just talking with the local high school coach at Babs, former high school where I still do PA announcing. I'd love to see all levels of ball come up with a universal rule. If you dig into the batter's box with any equipment, you run the bases with it. Shin guard, elbow guard, wrist guard, you name it.
Throw goes down from the catcher and gets through both the second baseman and shortstop, but not enough for Cam Wilson to move on down to third, so he'll hold with a stolen base after a hit by pitch at second.
It's always a base runner's revenge on getting hit, stealing a couple of bags, making him pay for it, make it hurt. Leadoff walks and hit by pitch always seem to score, so we hope that comes to fruition here. Another big word for Thesaurus boy today.
Fruition. I like that.
We're playing Scrabble up here, virtual Scrabble up here in the broadcast booth. Just glad you're not deducting any points from my mispronunciation.
Swing and a miss.
Good take.
There's Cam Wilson with the lead off of second. Dimple comes set on the mound and deals the 3-1 outside. Wild pitch is going to allow Wilson to advance. So do you pick up a stolen base on a wild pitch? I don't think so. It should be
you just get a indifference on a pass ball or wild pitch.
I would always assume that the wild pitch or the pass ball would negate the stolen base, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
does.
There's Cam Wilson now, otherwise affectionately referred to as Sammy for his middle name Samuel. Full count payoff. And Dimple kind of spikes that one almost into the dirt of the opposite batter's box. And now Wilson remains at third as the first scoring opportunity here in the fourth inning. Reese File picks up a walk. He goes to first. And the second baseman, Graham Wyke, is about to step in.
The man's due for another base hit. Had an RBI single in game one. Looking to extend the hitting streak for Graham here. Putting the ball on the ground. Classic hit and run situation there with the runner breaking from first, Reese File. Ball clearly out of the zone, but on a hit and run, Graham has to swing to protect his runner. Good job of making contact there to protect the runner.
Cam Wilson still at third. Scoring opportunity, RBI opportunity for Graham Wyke.
Straight steal here on a short hop throw.
And Wilson stays put, but a stolen base picked up by Graham Wyke.
Correction there by Sammy Wilson there. Cam Wilson. Or excuse me, Reese File.
Thank goodness, Danny. I'm not the only one.
If we're going to...
the mind starts to wander. You're trying.
If Kaiser would have got me that Uncrustable, my blood sugar would have leveled off. We're going to blame it on the...
lack of sugar?
I'm telling you, my man really let me down.
Swing and a miss.
Really thought we were in tight. He was going to score
Take
me
care
an
of you?
Uncrustable. Nah, he had 7 on his own, left me hanging.
He's got his head in his hand over there. I wish the folks at home could see all this playing out.
We got a good crew up here, but man, they started slacking here in game 2. If you want something from this crew up here, you better get it in game 1.
Dimple goes outside.
As Angel Moreno stays stone silent, doesn't want any attention reflected on him. I know Angel would have got me the Uncrustable though, wouldn't you, brother? See, that's my boy.
All right, Wyke at the plate, File at second after getting walked, and Wilson at third after being hit by a pitch and picking up a stolen base and an extra base on indifference. He got an arm warming up out there in the bullpen for the Patriots.
We have runners at second and third with no out, really looking to do some damage here with Graham.
Full count. Ouch, off the shin or foot.
Yeah, it's never a feeling good moment there.
Kind of trying to keep our buddy over at third on our camera, RoboCam, just so that if he scores, we could follow him in. But Best laid plans. No outs, 2 on. Leadoff hitter Graham Wyke at the plate for the 3rd time here in Game 2, and for the first time in the 4th inning. Oh, look at that. Somebody's going to be coming up with some Uncrustables.
That would be Simon Martone. I know if he was coming up here, I'd have an Uncrustable.
Popped up, left side.
I think we're going to be out of play here, just out of the reach of the diving shortstop. Great effort by those guys.
Cam Wilson. I would have got that.
Perhaps, Bill, if you could use the father-son influence down
what
there,
happened?
just ask Simon for an Uncrustable, since our cohorts up here aren't really willing to be in a sharing mood.
Ground ball on the right side makes it an out at first. Wow, no love, Danny.
I shook him off. I gave him the take signal.
I was giving him the old, like to the kids, food to the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we're hungry.
That kid pitched his butt off in the game. He needs to eat 10 Uncrustables. I wouldn't dare take one away from him at this point. He's a protein carnivore. Not going to deny him that.
He's a foodaholic. They can afford to be at that age, though. Brady Paul now in the box.
Must have been a little low offering there for Allen.
Ground out and a fly out so far in Game 2 for the center fielder. Big cut from the outfielder. One ball, one strike, one out. Lined right up the middle. That'll drop in.
That should score 2 runs on the chopper up through the
There's
middle.
Cam Wilson crossing the plate. And right behind him.
Reese File scores from second.
So 2 runs score here in the 4th with 1 out on a single, 2 RBI single from Brady Paul. Connor Wright fouls one off his foot. Runner goes and Connor Wright gets hit on the fingers. Except Alan Alford, I guess, is going to say he was swinging.
Check swing, I guess that's a committed swing on the inside. It's kind of one of those. Kind of a tough break there. Would have easily advanced the runner to second.
0-2 count with 1 out. Lined over the shortstop.
We'll take that base hit every day to advance that runner from first to third. Brady Paul absolutely has wheels.
Paul is a
standing up.
Speed demon. Solid piece of hitting by Connor Wright into center field. Moves his teammate over to third and himself into second.
Hopefully that keeps building some confidence for Connor. The little check swing, undecisive swing. Picked up a cheap strike and then followed through with a rifle to left center. As JD steps back in for his 3rd at bat, we've got another mound visit from coaching. Looks like we might be making a move to the bullpen. I think I just saw the move for the lefty. So
take your pick as far as the coaches go. On the Patriots side, I'm not sure who, but that's either Mason Gary, Cole Tippins, or Matt Duffy, who've come out and relieved Josh Dimple.
We'll give you a update of the new pitcher as soon as we get a call on the jersey number.
As a young man steps into frame here, we'll hopefully see a number 16, it says on the back of the jersey.
That would be Wyatt Allen. Wyatt Allen has had 7 2/3 innings this year, given up 21 hits in those innings with 5 strikeouts, 8 walks, with an opposing batting average of .656 against him.
People in the live stream right now, thanks for joining us. Denise Stills out in Liberty, South Carolina. That's kind of Clemson country out there.
I believe so. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Back for game 2. We're glad you're carrying over on.
If you'll indulge me for a moment, Bill, I'd like to say hello to Louisburg super fan down in Harnett County, Ruby Gigi Babb, grandmother of Leighton Babb. I'm sure she's watching. I don't think she's very tech savvy with the comments on the YouTube feed, but I know she's at home watching this game. I'd like to say hello. Love you, Mama.
Yeah, we had some grandparents here as well on behalf of my side of the family. My father and sister with her husband all made the trip in from out of state, catch a Louisburg Hurricanes game live and in living color here at Frazier Field.
This production's always fun to watch at home, and nothing beats the feel of being here.
Oh, absolutely. Field of Dreams for sure here at Frazier Field on Louisburg College campus. County seat, if I'm not mistaken.
Believe so. There are kind of a lot of, like my home county of Harnett, not many incorporated towns. I know you have Louisburg and Franklinton and Bunn and Youngsville and a lot of communities, but not a whole lot of townships here in Franklin County, I do believe.
Yeah, I think I misspoke some episodes back. I referred to it as Franklinton County, but it's actually Franklin County. The town of Franklinton. You'd almost think the two should share the same namesake, wouldn't you? Or at least maybe Franklinton should be the county seat, but however they decided it, Louisburg is definitely a great place to pick up some JUCO baseball experience, whether as a player, as a fan. If you are in the area and you're watching, by all means, stop on by. Dr. Gary Brown was here earlier with his wife. I think he might still be, because I think that's his wife down there outside our window.
I believe so.
He'll be retiring after this season and school year. And the new president, Mr. Campbell, has been announced, the great-grandson of the founder of Campbell University.
Absolutely. Roll humps.
Yeah. See if there's any relationship that develops. The first pitch to the big number 32, Jace Dunn, fouled off out of play. Dunn with the home run to lead off the second, and then a ground out in the third.
He's looking to do some damage here.
Yeah, he swings a mean stick.
Good take there, 1-1 count.
He swings a mean stick, but he seems like the nice kid.
Got a great reputation amongst his teammates. He's a jokester, prankster, good kid.
Hard hit left side, gets past Hall out into left field.
Easily scored 2.
And runs are scoring. 2 RBI single for Jace Dunn.
This is just what this pitching staff needs. A lot of runs being scored, not getting any more depth in this bullpen. Let Henry Good go out there and just shove from the mound. Save that bullpen for game 3.
I'm excited to see where any number of these young men go after Louisburg. Was able to catch some highlights of James Green playing.
Is he at Queens, I believe?
No. He Presbyterian, and they were playing at High Point. He had a beautiful catch and throw from center field to get the runner out by 3 steps at home. And, of course, with his typical bat production.
He is a human highlight reel.
Yeah.
He last year he roomed across the hall from Babb, and Layton just had so many positive things to say. Whether he went 4 for 4 or 0 for 5 in a game, he was in the cage after a game working on his craft. Always the first one to the field, last one to leave the workout area. Just a true pro, even in JUCO. He has his eyes set on the next level and beyond. Wish that kid nothing but great things.
Young man of the faith as well.
Absolutely. As JG told Layton one time, I love me some Jesus.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. Great kid.
Very much so. Put out a lot of motivational content of his own.
Absolutely, on his Instagram page.
Trying to influence his peer group.
JG, if you catch this feed, bud, we're pulling for you. Love you, kiddo.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, and a runner on first. The pitch from Wyatt Allen, the second reliever for the Patriots. Doubles up the count now, 2-2. Peyton Shipman at the plate. Kind of surprised we haven't seen Wheels over there at first taken off.
Well, with a 7-run lead here with 1 out, and pitcher's not really locating much. You don't want to give away any free outs here. Just make them earn it. You might see a hit-and-run situation here with a positive pitch count here. But he's just he's consistently missing there on that outside. No sense in taking a chance when you're going to.
Done down to second as Shipman works a walk out of Wyatt Allen, and that's going to bring way to Stephen Lawrence. He doubled in the second and walked in the third. Yep, there's Dr. Gary Brown right there, sporting the Louisburg,
the red
Friday. It's a little bit late for Lawrence as he swings through.
I think that's just a deliberate attempt there to send the ball to right field. You can kind of tell by the
nice gap in the right center
bad angle.
Outfield, a lot of green out there.
Well, with second base covering the second baseman covering in, you just kind of want to hit it backside here. This kid's pitches are all tailing off and hooking toward the left batter's box. So you just take what he gives you, send it to right field, score that run from second.
Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. First and second.
Stevie wants that one back. You know he's second guessing himself on that. That was one he could have really put some hurt on.
Two with 1 out. Couple on left side. And the force at second as Jace Dunn gets over to third.
Still a positive out, moving the runner up 90 feet.
So a fielder's choice takes out Shipman, but Lawrence reaches first. And Cliff Almeida with a double and a fly out. Fastball outside. Been a long inning, half inning.
Yeah, they've gotten into this Patriots bullpen and really working them and throwing a lot of pitches here. Still has some activity in their bullpen. Ours is stone quiet, not a person down there.
Runner goes. The throw is going to be held back.
Catcher's indifference there. He'll get the free bag. Henry Good is being told, this is your game, young man. There is nobody stirring around in the bullpen. You're going into the 5th inning. This is your show. And rightfully so, giving up only 2 base hits in the 4 innings.
Switch over to our other camera here. It's got a little bit better color saturation as the sun is setting.
It's a dangerous pitch for the young man. 3-1 against Almeida with runners on 2nd and 3rd. He doesn't want to give up the free pass, but he doesn't want to give up a big shell here to Cliff, leaving something over the heart of the plate. Cliff just fouled and missed that.
Jace Dunn over at 3rd still, looking to get his foot on the plate and on his way into the dugout. Popped up right side, 2 outs, so that's going to put a ribbon on that inning.
Good catch there by the catcher. Like to see your first baseman call him off there and take that hard catch to make with all that gear and that glove. Well done, young man.
Hurricanes up by 7. We're in the 5th. In just a moment, we'll be right back.
Hard shot past the diving first
Jace
baseman.
Dunn.
That a boy.
A little PFP action.
That was a great layout by Jace. Good cover by Henry. Well done, boys. The old 3-1 put out. The pitcher loves to see his corner infielders dive and make plays like that for him. Number 39, Jessen Copeland batting now for Patrick and Henry.
I did not keep a very good book in the top half of the 4th.
This is going to be a dying quail there that found some turf right over second base. A little squibber.
Dying quail. It's very descriptive image.
Kind of looks like something that's been shot and falling to the ground. Number 1, Brennan Helms now digs in for the Patriots.
Helms, the shortstop to begin game 1, got subbed out after maybe twisting a knee or something, or a hammy.
An ankle or something, yeah. Just glad to see him back in.
Now he's back in for game 2. He flied out to Reese File in the 3rd.
You always hope your pitcher can stay warm in an inning where your offense puts up some big numbers and he's used to going back out there after 6-7 minute interval. You want to stay warm. It's kind of hard to get back into that groove.
Some spirited cheers from somewhere in the stadium. Not sure if that's a dugout or just a fan.
I know Henry wants that at bat back. 4-pitch walk there, just releasing a little early, missing outside against the lefty. I believe this is the leadoff man, number 9. Looks like Bryson Redmond here. We got a mound visit from Coach Bogley. Let's go out and give a little encouragement, calm his guy down.
Henry Good, 4 1/3 inning of work. So far, a shutout.
Allowed, I believe, 3 hits.
3 Ks and 2 walks.
Very good outing for the righty originally from Garner. Now parents reside in Harnett County.
And this is what we saw of Good last year. In his freshman year, he just kind of the surprise of the pitching.
Absolutely. Little diamond in the rough, so to speak. Became a midweek starter, then a weekend guy.
Yep.
And a good kid to boot.
Oh, absolutely.
Love me some Hank. Cliff.
Through the legs of Cliff Almedo, and the runner is going to advance.
Kind of taking the double play ball out of a possibility here on a routine grounder. We now have a little bit of activity in the home bullpen.
Fly ball center field. Brady Paul under it, makes the throw over to third.
Ooh, we possibly could have fielded that cleanly. That was a nice throw from Brady to third. Sack fly will score the runner from third. That ends the streak of bagels at 4 for the Patriots.
Yeah, of course, now I feel like I jinxed him.
I am a firm believer there's no such thing as the announcer's jinx. What was going to happen was going to happen. Number 27, the center fielder, I know I'm going to butcher the name, Austin McEnany.
You did perfect.
Shown some good range in center field. Made some good throws on some sack flies from us. All around good ball player.
Hits him.
We're going to get a discussion from Patrick and Henry's manager here, wanting to come and talk to head official Allen.
Henry Good and the Hurricanes headed to the plate. Hurricanes lead by 6 as we go to the home half of the 5th out of 7 total. We'll be right back. Hurricanes coming up to the plate here in a moment with Wilson, File, and Wyke. Just glitched on us. Oh well.
Wyatt Allen will continue pitching for the Patriots of Patrick and Henry as Camden Wilson digs in for the first pitch of the at-bat. And delivers to a grounder to third base. Throwing error gets by. Sammy might be in trouble on the overthrow at second base, and Sammy.
Cam Wilson into second on a throwing error at first. Routine ground ball turns into a runner on second. Cam Wilson gets it started quick. With a reach on error, Reese File now. He walked and scored in his last at-bat. Whoopsies, I guess we lost our subject out at second. There's Mr. Wilson. Whether you affectionately refer to him as Sammy or Cam or just Wilson. Reese File in the box. About a week ago, contractor was out replacing lights, 9 in total.
Oh, wow.
On the candlesticks all the way around.
I was not aware of that.
So I'm kind of excited for the lights to come on.
Get some action under the
Hard hit right to the first baseman, and he gets a double play.
Wow. Just tough break there.
Hard hit from File, but right to the first baseman, so an LO3 turns into a double play. And top of the order is Wyke, Graham Wyke. Grounded out to the first baseman in his last at-bat with a strikeout and a flyout. He is due. Pops that one up. Left side. Hall, the third baseman, spinning around. Puts a glove on it.
Great catch.
There's Cam Wilson right there. He's going to make his way back out to third. Canes still up by 6 as we go to the top of 6 here at Frazier Field. We'll be right back. Henry Good and the Hurricanes back on defense. Austin McEnany in the box. I had him making the third out, but apparently I messed that up.
No, I don't think that's McEnany there. That's number 27. Yep, you're exactly right, McEnany.
Oh, well, another one of those anomalies in the scoring book.
All right. Unless I called the last guy by the wrong name in the previous inning. My apologies.
No, I had McEnany making the third out, so I'm not sure what happened.
He was at bat when we got the tag out at home.
Okay, good
Thank
enough.
you, Kaiser. Coming in clutch without the Encrustables, but coming in loaded with knowledge.
And McEnany draws a walk to start off the top of the 6th inning. And the third baseman, Hall Jr., switch hitter.
Got to keep me on my toes, Brendan. An old man who forgets things.
All these food wrappers in my ear. I don't know. Can't catch a break up here. Three balls.
Tough way to make a free living.
Yeah, free never sounded so good, did it?
No.
No outs and a runner on first. Top of the 6th. Hall just about looked like he was going to toss the bat, and he gets the called strike from Alan Alford. High and away. Right-handed arm warming up in the bullpen for the Hurricanes.
Appears to be Brendan Chamberlain.
A little bit of a mound visit right now. Olmedo gives Good a little tap on the shoulder, says, come on, buddy, let's get this done. Put some outs on the board. Wilson, turn 2. Foul ball out of play, 0-1. Right fielder DePriest in the box. He struck out in the 2nd.
And I believe walked in the other at bat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, sure. Up the middle. And a double play.
Pitcher's best friend. Ground ball right to a middle infielder. Well done, Steve. 6 unassisted and 6-3. Just the way you want to draw it up.
Runner advances McEnany over to third, and Howell, the DH, 0 for 2. Hard hit left side, foul. Cam Wilson holding McEnany at third, maybe.
Great pitch on the inside part of the plate there, just missed. Yep. It did look a shade inside, but a great located pitch.
The 1-2 upstairs. Doubles it up now. 2-2 with a runner on third. Howell on his toes, leaning over the plate. Looks like he's choked up an inch on the grip rather. Starting with an open stance and a full count payoff pitch. Loses him to a walk. You better watch how he flips that bat out of there. He nearly hit his on deck
Hadn't seen
partner.
any bat flips on ball 4 before, but that was
a toss.
close to being one.
So a first and third with 2 outs now. Chamberlain in the bullpen warming up. Almedo signaling to the infield for a play at home. Or first before that, probably some type of play to second. Called strike on Davenport. He is the first baseman. Two back-to-back strikes from Henry Good.
Way to bounce back, kiddo. Keep pounding that outer third of the zone there.
Drops in for a single, will be an RBI. Seven runs down to 5 right now as we are in the top of the 6th. The Hurricanes need to get to the dugout and become relentless with the bats.
Yep.
First and second, 2 outs. Andrevet doubled and then grounded out. Fouled out of play. Henry Good just looking to get it done here with 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners first and second.
There we go.
Into the dugout they go with a 5-run lead, but they can't take their foot off the accelerator now. Time to get it done. Put some more security runs on the board as we go to the home half of the 6th inning here at Louisburg College. You're watching Hurricanes baseball. We'll be right back. can see those long shadows cast across the infield into the outfield here at Frazier Field in Louisburg, North Carolina, as we're headed to the bottom of the 6th out of 7 in Game 2 of a doubleheader on a Good Friday. Danny Babb and myself, Bill Martone, bringing you Hurricanes baseball. About 60 people in the live stream right now following along. Nisi Gardner, one of our regulars. Thanks for checking in, ma'am. Tara Lawson from Freedom, Wisconsin. Love that name.
Wow.
I'm going to guess there are even more from around the country catching a little bit of JUCO baseball on a Friday afternoon out of North Carolina. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Brady Paul. Follow up off the plate away from him. 1-1 on the leadoff batter. Brady Paul was on deck when Graham White popped out to the third baseman. And the foul tip into the glove. Wyatt Allen still on the bump at 26 pitches. The 1-2 hit hard into center field. That'll drop in for a base hit to get it started. Sorry, Danny, I think I stepped on your call.
Oh, you're good there. Good inside-out swing, driving that ball to right center field. Kid's been on fire for about the last 2 series, really putting the barrel of the bat on the ball.
Big double from Connor Wright in his last at-bat.
Good confidence builder for him. I would score that a single and advance to second on the throw to third earlier. But
Brady Paul takes off. He's going to be down there without a problem. The ball runs into center field, and he'll make his way to third. Boy, you got to love the wheels on that kid.
Yeah, wheels, but good instincts as well. He read it coming off the glove, didn't even hesitate, just takes off. You don't need a base coach when you got running instincts like that. Very well done.
Connor Wright back in the box. The pitch.
This is a scary situation to draw your infield in on the grass with Connor Wright at bat.
Yeah. You don't want to get a mouthful of leather.
And she's gone. That is going to be a Buick. The ball was still climbing when it went over Old Glory out there in left center field. That ball was absolutely butchered.
Connor Wright with the 2-run home run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well done, kiddo. Go get the praise, buddy. You earned that one. That ball was hit very, very hard by a kid that hits balls very, very hard. Speaking of hitting balls hard, doesn't get any easier in this batting lineup with the cleanup batter, Jace Dunn, digging in now with 11 home runs on the season.
Ooh. I think when you got someone like Brady Paul at third, it just evokes that confidence as a batter that you step up there and you just feel like, you know, if there's a guy I can get across the plate, it's definitely going to be Brady Paul. So then you swing so kind of naturally. Popped up, shallow infield. Androvet calls for it and takes it.
Well done. The catcher's had several pop-ups today that he's shucked the helmet, made some great underhanded catches. Now we got Peyton Shipman.
Shipman has reached 3 times. A single, and then a couple of walks. And he gets plunked. We'll get a free walk down to first. And he's another threat on the base paths.
Absolutely.
Shipman playing right field. He's got to be able to cover ground just like File and left.
Yeah, this outfield is blessed with good gloves, arms, and foot speed.
Stephen Lawrence reached on a single, fielder's choice single in his last at-bat. Evan Slawinski checking in. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the kind words and the attendance. Swing by the booth someday. We'd love to have you as a guest. Runner goes, the throw down, not in time. Justin Edwards with the safe sign.
Before I mention Evan Slawinski, we wish you luck in the transfer portal, my man. Hope to see you in a uniform jersey this coming fall, wherever. Stay in contact with us. Your boy Bab is always singing your praises. Loved him some slaw while he was here.
Runner goes on a pass ball. And now another scoring opportunity for the Hurricanes here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Stephen Lawrence with a 1-2 count, 1 out and a runner on third. Cleared hot for tomorrow's broadcast. And Wyatt Allen misses off the plate to double up the count. Helps if I show the center field cam. Have to get out. Is that you whispering sweet nothings in my ear?
It could be or that or a 15-mile-an-hour breeze coming through the booth here.
Full count now with 1 out and a runner on third. Low and away. And Shipman's going to score. Ooh, that was close. Nearly got him in the noggin. So a walk and a run scores on a pass ball.
Got another mound visit here, Bill. We might be having a potential pitching change here. But he's pointed to the bullpen. That'll be the end of the day for young Wyatt Allen. We'll have to get a jersey number of the new pitcher as he comes in from the...
Another right-hander out of the bullpen, making his way here in a moment. See him coming into our screen. I actually find the center field camera gives us the best angle at a jersey. 33.
That appears to be 33 is Sam Newman. Comes in with an ERA of just above 16 on 5 innings pitched this season. He has allowed 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 6 walks with a batting average against him of an even 400.
Wyatt Allen exits with 2 innings of work, 3 earned runs given, 0 strikeouts, and 2 walks across 42 pitches.
He ran in some really hot bats to the middle of this Hurricanes lineup, as many have done, as we mentioned before. There's really no weak spot in this lineup from 1 to 9. Everybody hitting well over 300, a lot of gappers.
I know a lot of guys take a moment to themselves before they get started on the mound. Maybe people, young men of faith, which fully support.
Absolutely.
As pitchers, fathers of pitchers, I'm sure you, Danny, as much as I do, appreciate the risk that these young men are putting themselves at, standing on that mound only 60 feet, 6.5 inches.
Absolutely.
When a ball comes off the barrel at 100 plus miles an hour, right back at you, you better have some very quick reflexes. So if they
Absolutely.
take a moment to pray for their own safety,
we pray for them as well.
Absolutely.
As dads, as fans, as spectators.
yeah, if you're around this game long enough, you see things like Alan Alford, for instance, our home plate umpire earlier this game, took a shot straight back into the mask, and it's a rock'em sock'em. It's not anything to laugh at. You're getting hit with a screamer square between the eyes.
With today's equipment, with the bats, with the technology, with the trampoline effect on this equipment, balls, the exit velo on bats is a lot more than it is in the days of old.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have a full helmet on like Alan Alford does. You kind of get that, false sense of security that, excuse me, I'm trying not to cough on air.
There still is no shield there on a foul ball. It's
just
close
square
to
between the eyes.
90 miles an hour into the strike zone, fouled off and just right into the grill.
Trying to tell me something, huh?
I had you a little bit of water. A dry cough, pollen-aided cough up here. I'll join you for a quick sip.
Yeah, it'll get to you the better part of almost 6 hours.
As we mentioned before, we've got the water up here. We've just got no Encrustables to chase it down with. What a shame.
I think you're right. If I had a little bit of PB&J to wet the palate, I think I would be doing a lot better.
As Cliff Almeida digs in with visions of one big swing here to really do some damage. It's going to be a foul ball out of play. Cliff swinging with bad intentions here. He knows with one quick swing here we could get that aforementioned ice bath he's looking for. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to catch another inning today. And that might do it.
High fly ball, left field.
She is going to be a walk-off.
That is in the parking lot, and that will be.
That will be curtains on this game. That'll be a 12-2 final when Cliff touches home plate. I almost feel like Nostradamus there, Bill, with the call on that. He is about to get an ice bath, Bill. If you'll pay attention to home plate, there is a cooler of water coming his way. Well, they set it down over there and didn't hit him with it. Thanks, Angel.
A walk-off home run for Cliff Almeida.
Attaboy, Cliff. Very proud of you, kiddo. Take no credit for the pre-call on that, Bill, but that is a good feeling.
Heck yeah, it is. On a good Friday, after all, the Hurricanes split the doubleheader with the Patrick and Henry Patriots as they go out into right field to celebrate. A very capable Patrick and Henry, and even more so, a capable Hurricanes as they take a mercy rule win here in Game 2 of a doubleheader. A reminder to all our fans out there that might be watching and tempted. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Louisburg College baseball team may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, while the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Louisburg College baseball. A walk-off home run from Cliff Almeida puts a bow on it and sends the Hurricanes home for the night with a 1-1 record, looking to pick up the rubber match tomorrow here at 1 o'clock on Frazier Field. For executive producer of the Louisburg Sports Network, Dr. Gary Brown, and co-producer Jason Raznick. Today's telecast directed by yours truly. For Coach Meyerich and crew of the Louisburg Sports Network, including Danny Babb, Brennan Kaiser, and Angel Moreno, I'm Bill Martone saying thank you very much for watching Hurricanes baseball. Have a blessed rest of your Good Friday. We hope to see you tomorrow. Be safe.
Happy Easter, folks.